expect to see and hear better quality overall from my videos from now on. It should be sick. So anyway, today's video is going to be about, let's see if it focuses. Yes, my perfume collection. I have been collecting perfumes for like almost a decade now. I don't really have that many. In fact, not only are these not all my perfumes, but yeah, I don't know what I was saying. I have a whole cabinet for my perfumes. I have enough perfumes to fill a cabinet. I think what I have to say about perfume is probably interesting because I own a cabinet's worth, as you can see. So, without any further ado, let's explore the collection. So, we're gonna work our way from the top down, or actually we're gonna work our way from the bottom up, because I feel like I should start with my first ever perfume, the one that started the collection. Commodity Vetiver. Now this perfume was created by the perfumer Carolyn Sabas, who also did Midnight Fantasy, Britney Spears. And that is one of the most popular perfumes of all time. It's one of the only perfumes I think you can get at Target that is really worth getting. So she obviously designs perfumes for many different houses, and Commodity asked her to design a perfume centered around the note of vetiver. Now, vetiver, if you don't know, is a grass. A type of grass. It's like a grassy plant. I don't know. Maybe there's some like botanists out there who are gonna check my vetiver knowledge. But all I will say is they distill an oil from this grass that smells very heady and rich. What to compare it to the smell of vetiver? Some people say it smells like an old man. It smells very earthy, like the root, like the dirt. But this also smells quite earthy, but it has something very interesting in the top note of it, which is it has this grape soda note, or at least I call it the grape soda note. It's not listed among the ingredients, but it smells fruity and uplifting and reminded me of grape soda. And so I bought this because it smelled complex. You won't find a lot of perfumes smelling like grape, but to me, that is what this reminds me of. And I bought 2 bottles. This is my second bottle. The first bottle is, I think, at my parents' house. But I have a second bottle here, and I've used a decent portion of it, although it's not my favorite perfume. Some nice bottle noises. With the cap. And why don't we spray it? I mean, that smells really good to me. So, let's move on to something else. This is Cartier Renvaux. Now this particular perfume is discontinued, but you can still find it at many discounters. This is known for a very honey note. It smells absolutely just like pure honey. There was probably a cap for this at some point. I probably lost it. Nice fine sprayer in that one. I have used a lot of this, but too complicated. I think the reason they discontinued it is because the scent's just alright. I mean, it's alright. It's just okay. Okay. So, here's a perfume that's definitely not just okay. You may have seen this before. There we go, there we go. Angel Share by Killian. This is one of the most beautiful bottles in my collection. Make sure you really hear those cap noises. It's pretty sick. This, I blind bought it, and do I regret it? No, not one bit. This shit is fucking incredible. This shit smells like, it smells like you're fucking an apple pie. It smells like semen and apples and cinnamon and cognac. It smells amazing. Maybe you don't like the smell of semen. Forget I put that image in your mind. Just get this shit, man. It's pure sex. This is the one to impress her or him. This shit is gender neutral, completely 100%. In case you guys don't know, this channel is called Pronouns ASMR because I am non-binary. If you have a problem with that, find another channel. But if you don't, then we chillin'. Yeah. So, this is really good stuff. It's extremely expensive, but I assure you, it's super worth it. And this is best for the winter, my friends. The holiday season especially. Now we have Acqua di Parma, Fico di Amalfi. Now I got this off Amazon, so I don't know if this is a dupe or not, but it smells really good. It smells just like fig. Very clean, very fresh. You know these Acqua di Parma perfumes, they don't have all the bullshit in them. Pretty solid shit. And you can get this bottle for pretty cheap. I got mine for like $60. It'll smell just like the Amalfi Coast, man. I swear to God. By the way, if I'm doing anything at all wrong with the video that I should do differently, please let me know in the comments. Because I want to stay humble and I want these videos to work for everyone. So, this is a niche perfume you might not have heard of, by a brand. Let's see if I can get in focus. Oh, there we go. Named Imaginary Authors. And this is Cape Heartache. Oh yeah. You guys ever seen Twin Peaks? The show Twin Peaks? Yeah, this is what I imagine Dale Cooper kind of smells like. Now, I think these guys have a cherry pie scent, but I don't think Dale Cooper actually smells like cherry pie. I think he smells like Cape Heartache. It just feels like Pacific Northwest, you know, it's given like pine trees, resin, firs, like, but also there's a raspberry note. A raspberry note. A raspberry note. Nice bottle sound. Okay. Let's take a spray. Now this is one that gorgeous scent. Truly gorgeous. This just smells like jasmine and fresh linen. And I think it does bias a little bit more feminine, but you fellas can still wear it. It's really nice to return to a floral scent like this in the spring, and this works in the summer too. This next perfume is one I don't hear talked about too much, and that is partially because of the nature of it, but I think also because this brand in general is kind of stepped on. Loewe Aqua L. I had a nice lady at the Real say it was pronounced Loewe and not Uo, like I was pronouncing it before. Whatever. I mean, these are the things you only learn when you shop for expensive perfume. I didn't get this at the Real though. I got this, I just ordered it. I think I saw this on Neiman Marcus website. I rarely ever shop there. But I was really looking hard for a nice aquatic, and this to me smells like a much more expensive, classy version of an already classic perfume, which is L'Homme d'Isimiyake by Isimiyake. So you're gonna get some nice Cologne notes, which contribute to the kind of aquatic air of this perfume. And that cap is genuine wood, which is really sweet. But when you spray this, to me it just smells like fresh out the shower. I also really get, in addition to the aquatic notes, a yuzu note that smells very lemony and fruity and fresh. And I think this doesn't get more buzz because it really is just a clone of L'Eau de whatever, blah, 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 French. It's a clone of that Isimiyake shit, just with better ingredients. So I think people dock for originality, but that's not fair. That's not fair. That's not fair. But this is pretty sick. This is definitely one of my go-tos. This you can wear in pretty much any season because it's got these like fruity, citrus, aquatic notes that are good for summer, but it also has kind of the traditional deodorant note that is really good for winter. I would probably recommend this mostly to men, but I think women can pull this off. It just really depends on the fit. Next we have Serge de Luten's Shirky, and I feel like this is one of those perfumes that every kind of like entry level person buys when they're first starting getting into niche perfume. This has really strong notes of hay and tobacco and honey as well that make this perfect for fall. When I smell this, I literally smell like a barn, like a nice barn, not like a gross barn, but like, I don't know. Smells like what a really well-off farmer would wear to me. I've had this bottle for almost a decade, ever since I started collecting. I've kind of grown tired of it, I'm gonna be honest. Like, it's complex and it's nice, but it also feels kind of dated. Like, it takes me back to kind of a person that I used to be. It doesn't make me feel like the person that I am now. Sometimes we need new scents to make new statements about ourselves. So let's figure out what that might be for you and me. This is a bottle that should be familiar to every single person. Polo Red. Now, I got a sample of Polo Red Intense back in the day when they were making It's very cheap. You can get it anywhere. And no one will think you're a fucking poser if you just wear polo red. Seriously. I've had this really snobby girls who are super elite about perfume smell this on me and be like, is that Tom Ford? Is that Killian? No, bitch, it's Polo. I'm that type of person. I wear Polo and I wear Killian. What the fuck are you gonna do about it? Because the people who blend these big perfumes that everyone gets are still fucking geniuses with like molecular chemistry backgrounds and shit. Go ahead and get yourself a bottle of Polo Red, boy. See, I got Killian too. I got more than one Killian. Moonlight in Heaven, I think is called. This stuff smells like sticky rice and mango. It is gorgeous. Like I said, don't feel like just because it's soft and fruity that you hard-ass people can't wear this shit. Because you absolutely can wear this shit and be more impressive than the next guy who bought a Ventus because Jimmy Fragrance said it was cool. And do I own the Ventus? No, I don't own the Ventus. I'm broke. I say as I'm holding a Killian. I got this at a discounter though. This is amazing. Here's one I've had for a long time. I can't get a good focus on it. Sorry, I'm just trying to get you the label. But this is... Please. Histoire de Perfumes. 1740. You can read the notes on the back. This smells like sex. This smells like leather and dirty S&M shit. Don't buy this shit unless you're into that shit. It's not for the faint-hearted. Otherwise, you'll be stuck with a huge bottle of it like me. Look at this shit, man. I bought this in like 2018. I barely use this shit. It's a nice satisfying sound when you take out the cap. This is one that used to be really trendy, but it's kind of fallen out of favor. I would definitely recommend getting it. I think it's a really beautiful, gorgeous fragrance. It's sophisticated. I mean, setting aside the fact that it does smell like an S&M dungeon. Like, any, person over 30 who wants to project sophistication can definitely wear this. Here's a flanker that is quite popular. You may have seen before. Perfume's de Marley Greenlee. Now this smells like a bright spring day with a lot of pepper. It's got pink pepper in the notes, I think. But it's also got apple in the notes, which makes for a very interesting combination. And it's got a very satisfying cap too. These Perfumes de Marley bottles, and this is genuine by the way. They're really well made. It's just so grounding to have a really nice perfume like this in your wardrobe. These are very once, but I don't think they really are. Hold on. You tell me though. You guys know cool stuff. You guys know how to spot dupes. Do these look like duplicate Jo Malone? I think that they're fake. The reason why is because I bought them on Amazon. And Amazon is absolutely the last place you want to go to get perfumes. For some reason or another, they have a reputation of selling dupes. But I was like, okay, I don't have that much money to spend on real Jo Malone. And it's cheaper on Amazon, and it says it's from Jo Malone, and I'm buying it, so why not? It's not real. Like, look at this. These make nice sounds. If that's your trigger, you're welcome. This Blackberry and Bay, it doesn't smell like Bay at all. It just smells like blackberry. But I've smelled the real thing at perfume counters, and it smells like Bay. So you tell me what the heck's going on. Oh yeah, this other one is Wild Bluebell, and both of them are good for spring, I guess, if you can find the real thing. I don't know, maybe I'm stupid, maybe these aren't real, but like, I don't know, if you smelled them, if you could smell them, these don't feel like Jo Malone quality. Get rid of some of it. Nice spray sound effects. This one's another imaginary author's Memoirs of a Trespasser. This kind of smells like s'mores. Like, it smells like toasted marshmallow to me. It's really good. It's like that really strong vanilla, but like a burnt, caramelized vanilla. Great for winter. See, here's the note breakdown. Hold on. Hold on. Stay on target. Stay on target, yes. Okay. Yeah, this stuff is pretty good. All these imaginary authors ones are really cheap too. I think you can usually get them for like $100, which if you know anything about nice perfume is like, that's pretty cheap. Now this is my current favorite perfume in my wardrobe. BTK Perfumes Citrus Rivera, with this gorgeous heavy glass bottle and magnetic cap. This gives me a sense of calm, unlike almost anything I've ever smelled. The blending of the aquatic accords with the lemon is so seamless and elegant. Makes me want to wear it right now. Wow, that's good stuff. That's really good stuff. This stuff is expensive, and honestly, I don't think I would buy a perfume from this guy again, because he's low-key a Zionist. Yeah, that's right. He's been firing off Zionist tweets ever since the war started. That's fucking gross to me. If you're an indie brand, there are only two things you have to do. One, make good smells. Two, smells like pure summer, like sunshine in a bottle. It is supposed to evoke the Australian coast and the Great Barrier Reef. And I've never been there, but it does that for me completely. This smells clean. This smells like you're at a swimming pool and it's sunny and you have a Minute Maid lemonade and you're just sipping on it and your feet are kind of half in the pool and like half out, your body's on the land, and it's like June. It smells like early summer. Cool cat. Tapping on glass is one of my favorite triggers. This is one I highly recommend, and it's good for spring, summer, and you can get away with it early fall too. Now here is another that a lot of people like, and you will find in pretty much every collection if you are into male fragrances at least. This is definitely a male fragrance, but women can for sure wear it because this is Dior Homme Intense. It includes a very strong iris note, which is highly reminiscent of lipstick. And this is something to be worn to fancy occasions. This is something you wear with a tie. Next we got blush. We've got another Jeremy favorite. This is Cologne. This also has another really strong iris note, but it's more of a clean iris. This is like kind of like a daytime version, I would say, of Dior Homme Intense. Like this is what you would wear to the office in the day. This is basically the platonic ideal of the office scent. It is so safe. You will offend no one with this. Everyone will think you smell good. No one will think you smell great, but everyone will think you smell passable. And that's kind of why, like, I can't make myself kill this bottle because I don't know. I feel like I've outgrown this one, just like with the Chergui. Like I feel like this was a fragrance I used to wear at the start of my journey when I was just figuring out what I kind of like to smell, and I don't like to smell this anymore. Best winter fragrance in my collection, Tom Ford Cherry Smoke. This is fire. This smells like you put a bag of cherries on the barbecue. Amazing. Any gender can wear this, like I said, but only sexy people can wear this. If you aren't sexy, this is not for you. If you know you're the shit, get you some Tom Ford Cherry Smoke. This is a little bit pricier than what I usually get, but I knew this was something very unique that not other people would have. I didn't like this stuff when I first got it. I thought it was really synthetic and cloying and gross, but it grew on me. And here is the other current Tom Ford I have in my collection, which is Costa Azzurra. Now, this used to come in a bottle, just like This has a super strong driftwood note. I think there's also an incense note in here, but other than that, it's like a summertime fragrance. This definitely leans a little bit more masculine. This is like, if you are a fan of like Versace Dylan Blue, like aquatics with that still kind of strong fougere, then I would get something like this. I don't use it as much as I thought I would when I got it, but I had such a strong scent memory of it when I smelled it at Sephora in like 2019. I got it like 3 years later as a blind buy. You can barely read this label anymore because of how long I've had this one. This is Jo Malone, Velvet Rose and Oud. Now this is extremely good stuff. I used to call this the panty dropper for no particular reason. It smells like very synthetic rose, and there is some warmth to it, like a butterscotch. And it smells really delicious. I think that's the oud it's supposed to be. It doesn't smell too much like other oud fragrances I've had, and this is kind of like a cheaper version of like Maison Francis Kurkdjian Oud Satin Mood. But this is still good. I'm almost done with this bottle. I dropped a lot of panties with it. This is Jo Malone Maroon Tonka Intense. I really like these Intenses from Jo Malone. And Jo Malone is also kind of one of those brands that I think a lot of perfume snobs, they don't like because the longevity is really shit, and the blends are kind of typically less sophisticated versions of like other people's shit. But I still think they make good stuff, and you really can't beat the value for a quote-unquote luxury fragrance if you get this at like a discounter or something. But this this Maroon Tonka, this smells a lot like sticking your nose into a bunch of vanilla beans. It's very smooth, very creamy, silky, sensual. And yeah, it's good stuff, man. This is another one that's great for formal occasions, and any gender can wear this, I promise you. Now, we have the last one that I'm going to show you today. This is Acqua di Parma Colonia. Look at how much of this bottle I've used, man. I absolutely adore this fragrance. There is simply no way you can go wrong with putting this on. Now, some people think it is very safe, and I would not disagree, but I would also say it is an incredibly sophisticated yet easy to wear fragrance that virtually anyone of any age can pull off. That is a classic that has been going and selling for many years, and I don't really foresee a world in which people don't think you smell good if you wear this. It's just